Good afternoon, everyone. Please stand as we begin with the invocation. Mr. Oje, we were asking about prayers. Does that mean that you're leading? Heavenly Father, we thank you for granting us the gift of life, Lord. We thank you that we are all gathered here today to celebrate this wonderful occasion, Lord. Father, we ask that you be in our midst and that you fortify our team, Lord, for this year's tournament. May they know victory, may they know discipline, may they know success every step of the way, Lord. Help us to unite our efforts for the betterment of the team and by extension, the town of Soufriere. Father, continue to watch over us, guide us, and protect us. Amen. Please be seated, everyone. I'm going to ask those of you in the back, please come forward. Let's come together and make it cozy. Now, as our Soufriere Carnival Queen said so eloquently and in such an entertaining manner, we're going to uplift the vibe today. Welcome. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Soufriere Regional Development Foundation, I am delighted to extend our warmest greetings and appreciation for your presence here today. Let me acknowledge the presence of the Member of Parliament for Soufriere Forsejat, the Honorable Emma Hippolyte, the Chairman of the Soufriere Regional Development Foundation, Mr. Ernest Auger, the Chairman of the Soufriere Events Management Organization, Mr. Methodius Clesse, our various heads of department, Mr. Purpey, Mr. Albert, Mr. Joseph, Miss Clement, Miss Rosanna, Wilfred, Miss Wilfred, forgive me. Thank you for being with us. Our staff, those of you watching online, around the region, around the world, welcome. We've come together to celebrate a union, a coming together of talents and aspirations that holds incredible promise for our community and for our youth. Today, we officially welcome the Soufriere Stumpers cricket team as they prepare to embark on the journey in the St. Lucia Premier League, SPL. Cricket, lovely cricket, has long been a powerful agent for nurturing the youth of our town. It instills discipline, teamwork, perseverance, and leadership qualities that extend far beyond the cricket field. Through this sport, our young athletes learn to set goals, work to achieve them, and most importantly, to stand together as one unit in both victory and defeat. The achievements of our sports teams not only bring honor, but they also inspire generations to come. As witnessed with our recent football victory, sports has the unique power to unite transcending differences of age, background, and politics. So I urge you, let us build the character of these players as they step onto the field representing the town of Soufriere. We encourage you to put your best forward and to embrace the values that sports in. Please remember the words of the legendary Muhammad Ali. Champions aren't made in gyms. Champions they have deep inside them, a desire, a dream, a vision. Soufriere Regional Development Foundation is the talent of our team, and we are committed to supporting their journey to success. So, ladies and gentlemen, let the games begin. At this point, call on the chairman of the Soufriere Regional Development Foundation, Ernest Auger. Let's give him a warm welcome.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. Good afternoon, Honorable Emma Hippolyte, MP for Soufriere, heads of the various departments at the SRDF, distinguished inviters, cricketers, sisters, the rest of you, warm welcome to this occasion. When the Honorable District Rep called me, and in her own unique way, she says, I have a proposal for you. I was a little concerned and worried because with these proposals come a heavy cost. And some of them we had not budgeted for. But when she sent it over to me, and I looked it up and I saw it was for Soufriere cricketers, I said, wow, that lady is passionate. She had just exerted a lot of effort with the footballers in ensuring that everything was done and they eventually secured a victory. And she wanted to ensure that you were not left out. And I said, look, we have no choice to leave and give in to that demand of hers, give in to her passion, and give in to her love for Soufriere and its sporting tradition. And so, Madam, yes, I wish I could have sent the bill back to you, but... However, guys, the fact that you're here today is indicative of a great passion for not having a field on which to practice and play. And yet you have found the resolve, you found the strength, you've nurtured that disciplined culture to form yourselves into a cricket team without a field. You are making a big statement, and I think you deserve a round of applause. I am yet to know a boxer who doesn't have a gym, yet places himself in a ring with champions. I'm yet to know a lawn tennis player who doesn't have a lawn tennis court which to play and practice, and yet exposes himself to the Djokovic. An important statement which shows a character in you, and I applaud that. But you also make the statement, the powers that be, and Ms. Hippolyte is not unconscious of it, that Soufriere is a playing field, a cricket playing field. You've been deprived, and your sheer presence, your sheer determination, that ambition you've showed sends a signal that, look, we must, even if we don't get it completed before her term or first term, maybe during her second term, but we definitely need a playing field for you to nurture that talent of yours, which I'm sure will go unchallenged. It is nice to know that the team is made up of a lot of ex-national players, so I expect nothing else but championship, a replica of what the footballers have done for us. Not so, brothers? There's only one man here, answer me there. Rest of you, with the champion is there? Okay, good, right. I can see championship written on the face of most of you. Some of you I know, some of you I don't, but when I listened to the bio and I did my investigation, it shows that we have a championship team, and we expect nothing less than that. It's a pity that Mr. Ricky James is not here because he was the sponsor before us. And I think we need to applaud his effort and his commitment. Okay? And so we are thankful for that determination and that gesture he showed in ensuring that cricket was alive and well. So guys, I don't have much to tell you all. Lovely has said quite a bit of it, and I'm sure other persons and throughout, we're here to support you. We are here to give you that necessary strength, courage, strength, determination, and whatever it is you need to ensure that you give us a good account of yourself. I wish you the very best. I wish you well. You look well decked, and I'm sure that them beautiful uniforms will be matched by beautiful play on the field. I wish you the very best.
Thank you very much, Mr. Auger. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to welcome Mr. Kiefer Prosper, the team manager. Let's put our hands together, show him some love.
Good afternoon to everybody. I would like to express sincere gratitude to all, particularly thank the district rep, Ms. Emma Hippolyte, the owners of the franchise, the SRDF Foundation, and my fellow teammates who will no doubt be winning the SPL title this year. I am honored to be part of this prestigious event. Many just see this event as just It is also an opportune time to highlight the need for the revival of cricket as a sporting discipline in Soufriere, one which needs to be reinvested in just as much as other sporting disciplines. With that being said, I must take time to recognize our fellow sportsmen, our footballers, on becoming victorious with their first Black Cap title. Your representation for Soufriere is one that we look forward to, and we also looking to follow in your footsteps and to make Soufriere proud. Thank you once again to all our sponsors who always show up for us, the SRDF Foundation, the Anshasne Resort, and Ms. Emma Hippolyte. Thank you very much.
I'm sure you know that after you heard that voice, that Mr. Prosper means business. That title is ours. Not so? I'm not hearing yes? Is the title ours, gentlemen? Yes. Amen. All right, at this time, put your hands together. Let's welcome the team manager, and I like to call him supermodel extraordinaire, Mr. Shanai Mesme. Let's give him a warm welcome. Team captain, El Capitan.
Good afternoon, everybody. Let me take this opportunity again to thank, just to reiterate on what Kiefer said, to thank the Honorable Minister, thank Soufriere Regional Foundation for taking up the work or the job to own this SPL team. Within that short space of time, I know it's not an easy task. And we as cricketers are ready to play cricket. I didn't write down, so I just going on top of my head. As cricketers, we are pleased with the effort so far. Getting us the uniforms, getting us the travel kits, getting us refreshments and food. These things as cricketers are very important to us. And looking sharp and feeling ready is important moving into a tournament of such high demand. As a cricketer myself, I could talk on behalf of all the cricketers here that having support is very important moving into a tournament. And this team that we have there is a well-balanced team, players of high quality, players from Soufriere, Castries, Choiseul. We have players in the team who have won the title before. And I could assure you as captain, we'll put on a very clinical and demanding standard of play that will ensure that we win this title. And for the players, guys, I just hope that we bring out our best, stay disciplined, and remember that we're doing it for the team, for the community, and it won't be easy. The tournament is very short. 5 games, 3 group games, semifinals, finals. We have to stay clinical. We have to minimize our mistakes and stick as a team. Remember, on the day, only 12 players, 11 players that will be playing. Even if you don't play the game, you're still part of the team. Again, we show discipline, that we show support for other tournament fellas. And again, I would like to thank everybody for being there. And let me just end that by chanting. Let's go, guys. Like we would normally do, Soufriere Stumpers. All right, let's go, guys. 1, 2, 3. Soufriere Stumpers. All right, cheers.
Now I feel like a kid in a candy store. Can I try? 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Excellent, excellent. And of course, now one of the most important parts of today's activity, it's a meet and greet. So of course, we have to tell you more about our team, our players, and why we're so confident that they are going to bring this victory home. At this time, I would like to call on our various heads of department. Mr. Joseph, if you could join us to the front, while I introduce one of our first team members. And Mr. Joseph is going to make him feel very welcome. We want you to give him that firm handshake and let him know, go out there and get it done. So, Shania, the spotlight is back on you. So let me tell you a little bit about Shania Mesme. 28-year-old Shania Mesme is the captain of the SRDF Soufriere Stumpers. Mesme has been playing the sport for over 18 years, and this year will be his 4th year playing in the SPL. Mesme is a right-hand medium-paced bowler and right-handed batsman. He is also a former national cricket player. He says the ultimate goal is the growth of his team and to bring home the trophy. We're looking forward to great things from Shania Mesme. Shania, please join us as you formally meet and greet our projects and maintenance manager, Mr. Shari Joseph, and team captain, Shania Mesme. Thank you very much, Mr. Joseph. At this point, I would like to welcome Mr. Shem Jean, who will tell us a bit more about our players. Give him a warm welcome.
Thank you very much, folks. So I'd like to call on Mr. Dalius Monrose, and if I'm saying the names, if I'm not pronouncing the names correctly, please tell me. Excuse me? Excuse me? He's not there. Oh, he's not there? But can I still speak of him, speak about him? Of course, yes. Okay, just a little bit about Mr. Monrose. He's player number 12. He's a well-decorated 30-year-old from Font-Saint-Jacques. Mr. Monrose is a bowling all-rounder who has played with the Soufriere Stumpers from its inception. Monrose is a 2015 two-day championship. He took 50 wickets in 6 games, quite impressive. And is the Banco St. Lucia T20 finals and was awarded the man of the match with 6 wickets and 14 runs to his name. The second player I'd like to introduce to this audience is player number 2, actually. He's Mr. Bradley Tissot. He's absent? Oh, you're right there? Well, yeah. Mr. Bradley Tissot is a Stamper all-rounder right-hand batsman and right-arm medium-pace bowler who will be playing in his 3rd SPL game this year. His highest score in the SPL T20 games is 27 of 13 balls. He has played on the under-19 team before and says he's looking forward to using his talents to bring home that trophy. So let us welcome Mr. Tissot. Yes, thank you, Mr. Poppy. Mr. Poppy, I think you should stay here. Your work is not done. The third player is Mr. Julian Sylvester, player number 18. And a little bit about Mr. Sylvester. He is a 25-year-old wicketkeeper and opening batsman. This year marks Sylvester's 4th SPL season, and he says he's looking forward to putting his best glove forward. Best glove, suppose. Interesting. Best glove forward for the Stumpers and bringing the victory home. So let us welcome Mr. Sylvester. The last one, yeah, of course. And Mr. Tennessee Hippolyte, player number 9. 35-year-old Tennessee Hippolyte is a wicketkeeper and batsman, a former under-15, under-19, and senior team national player. Hippolyte is looking forward to bring home the trophy. Hippolyte has played 5 SPL seasons, making this year his 6th. Wow. He is also a former captain of the Soufriere team and has been playing for the team for 15 years. Hippolyte has 2 national titles under his belt from the Banco St. Lucia T20 Cup and the 2-day national cricket team. So let's give Mr. Hippolyte a round of applause. And I'd like to pass you back on to Miss Joseph. Sorry.
Thank you so much, Mr. Shem John, Research Officer, Soufriere Regional Development Foundation, and our Chief Security Officer. He makes sure everyone stays in line. Mr. Lennox Purphy, thank you very much. At this point, I would like to call on SRDF Communications Officer, Ms. Genevieve Gonzague, to tell us a bit more about the players. Put your hands together. Let's give her a warm welcome.
From the tender age of 3, Extus Emmanuel picked up his first bat and he never put it down. The 22-year-old from 759, as he calls it, is a former under-15 and under-19 national player. Emmanuel is a batting all-rounder and a top-order batsman. Emmanuel has played every SPL game for Soufriere and says he looks forward to bringing the trophy home. Extus Emmanuel, or XG as we call him. Cavell Prosper, player number 5. 21-year-old Cavell Prosper has been playing cricket from 13 years old. Or for 13 years, that should be right. A former under-15 national player, Prosper will be representing Soufriere for his 2nd SPL season. Prosper was part of the winning St. Lucia Windward Islands game in 2016 and took the most wickets in his last under-19 district tournament. He serves as the leg spinner for the Stumpers. Kevin Gassi, player number 8. He is 18 years old and is an all-rounder. He is I'm not even sure we could say former. He is a former under-15 and an under-19 national player. This is his first time playing in the SPL, and he is playing for the SRDF Stumpers. He's been playing from the age of 7 years old, and Kevin Gassi is actually a national and regional cricket player.
Let's go, Kevin!
Okay, Jovan Charles, player number 11. He is a 26-year-old bowler, and Jovan, he's very quiet, so he did not say much, but he has been playing for 6 years, and he says the trophy is coming home. Player number 58. Clem St. Rose. St. Rose is a 28-year-old right-arm fast bowler. He has been playing cricket from the age of 11 years, and he is a former under-19 national player. This year will be St. Rose's 3rd SPL game, and we're looking forward to greatness from him. Okay, Ashley Hippolyte is not here, but I think can we go ahead and... Ashley Hippolyte is player number 17. He is actually the former captain of the Stumpers, and he says he's played every single game for the Soufriere Stumpers. He is 35 years old, and he has won multiple Man of the Match awards. He is a former under-19 national player and a top-order batsman. We have Jezreel Prosper, player number 13. This 35-year-old has been playing for 28 years. Prosper is a former under-15 and under-19 national player, and he is the opening bowler for the SRDF Stumpers, preparing for his third SPL run. Mr. Prosper. And our final player would have been Bronte Bess, player number 57. He is a bowling all-rounder, and he said he is getting set for his fourth SPL run with Team Soufriere. This 30-year-old has been playing cricket for 17 years. He played on both the under-15 and under-19 national teams, and Bess says he is looking forward to do his very best at all games.
Thank you very much, Ms. Gonzag and Mr. Albert. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what I call a team. That is a star team. That is a winning team. That is SRDF Soufriere Stumpers. Another round of applause for our players. Thomas. He's joining us via the live. So hi, Dwight. We would have loved to have you here, but of course we understand that things come up and we're expecting great things from Mr. Dwight Thomas. We are now going to put our hands together for the person who made this all possible. You heard from Mr. Auger when she sends the request, you simply cannot say no. She is passionate about sports development, about youth development, and absolutely passionate about Soufriere. Put your hands together. Let's welcome the Member of Parliament for Soufriere Forcejac, the Honorable Emma Hippolyte.
Thank you very much, Lovely. Let me recognize the chairman of the Soufriere Regional Development Foundation, Mr. Ernest Auger, the staff of the foundation. I recognize the individual team members here. I want to recognize Mr. Francis. So I recognize him as a senior. No, not as a senior citizen. A gentleman who has invested a lot of time in training our sports persons. So I think we should give him a round of applause. Thank you. And I recognize Mr. Plesser, the chairperson of our events committee. Members of the media, good afternoon. It is indeed a very important ceremony that we are having today. Because as I stand here and listen to the speakers before me, especially I think Lovely put it in context with the introduction in terms of recognizing the role of sports in our community. And when you look at just recently the support we gave to our footballers, I remember maybe attending maybe 3 of the matches because I was not able to attend the finals. And there are certain times where I did my own assessment of the strength of the players and the strength of the team. But for every match, they pull it off. And especially the games that were played, the support of the Soufriere citizens who came out in our stadium to support them, I believe was the fuel that really caused it. In a very big way, we saw the entire community coming together and rallying behind that team. And today, they made us proud, and let us show our appreciation to them. Yeah. So now it is my humble duty to recognize Mr. Mickey James, the former sponsor for the Soufriere team. So let us give him a warm welcome. Okay. So while we were all busy with football, I had a short meeting with Mr. Nehemiah Saint-Jean, who's not here today. He presented the proposal for sponsorship for the team. At the time, I did not have a name. He said it was for participation for Soufriere cricketers to participate in the SPL. And I thought it was extremely important that we provided that support. And pick up the phone, and I called the chairman of the Soufriere Regional Development Foundation. And true to his word, he caused it to happen. I'm saying all of this for us to understand that citizens of Soufriere and the Soufriere Regional Development Foundation is an institution that belongs to the people of Soufriere. And it is, let's focus on the name a bit, Soufriere Regional Development Foundation. And one of the main objectives is to support the development of the people. And what we are doing today is to support the development of our sports persons. Now, it's unfortunate that in Soufriere we had a cricket pitch. We had a place, and now we do not have a place. I don't want to dwell on what caused it. If we dwell on that, we get into politics, and today is not the day for politics. But the long and short of it, we do not have a cricket pitch. The stadium, before the plastic thing it has on there, could have been the place for a lot of other things. But we are where we are today, and we have to just deal with it. What we have attempted to do in the meantime is to work with the Soufriere Youth Council to try to put together the practice pitch. I am not even sure that we have completed that project. I'm told that you all are using it, but when I had conversation with the president of the National Cricket Association, they were of the view that there was still some additional work to be done on that pitch. So our commitment is to get the additional resources to complete it. But we are here today, and we have a team that is ready to represent Soufriere in the SPL competition. Based on the bios that were read, it is telling us that we have men who have a good record, who have performed well in the past. So your challenge now is that team effort, taking this individual strength that each one of you have and to mesh it into the winning team. And that is why your team, support team members are so critical to that, because it is your coming together as a team that is going to make you win. Each of you have individual talent. You might have a good wicket keeper. You might have good bowlers. But your performance on the field, the performance of every one of you matters. Because if you have a very good bowler and you have a very good wicket keeper and you have poor fielders, then the other side is going to make a lot of runs on you. And if you have a good bowler and everything else and your batsmen don't deliver, don't produce, then you are not going to win. So every one of you is important to the team. And it is when you understand that and support each other on that team that you're going to be bringing that trophy back to Soufriere. And I know the energy is there, the environment is ripe, so I'm hoping to welcome you. I'm looking forward to welcoming this team back with the trophy. You have the talent, you have the motivation, and we will do all we have to do when you're playing to provide you with the support that is required, which is critical as well, is to have the local persons supporting the team and giving you the energy that is required so that you can go out there and give it your best. When I think of brand Soufriere, and I've spoken on that before, I think sometimes we don't appreciate our brand enough. We have a unique place in St. Lucia in terms of beauty and in place of talent. And everything that we do, individually and collectively, impacts that brand. So now you have a great responsibility to go out and represent the entire Soufriere Fonchejak constituency. I suspect I didn't hear. I suspect you have Gassi from Belfort. You have persons from town. You might have people from Zeno. You have somebody there from Zeno, Fonchejak. So the entire constituency would be supporting you, and that is extremely important. So with these few words, I want to thank again the chairman and the Soufriere Regional Development Foundation for being there for the people of Soufriere and using our resources the right way. I want to thank the members of the SRDF staff who are here to put that together. I know it's a lot of pressure, there are a lot of things happening one after the other. So I really want us to show them some love and show some appreciation to them. You know, I really wanted to give you to share with you something about my age, you know. When I remembered when I sat as a family, when we sat as a family listening to cricket, when there was no television, and there was just a little transistor radio in the shop with my parents, and then there was significant performance by the West Indies team. We're proud that we were all West Indians, and I could remember names like Sobers. Some of you might not remember that, or might not know those names. Lloyd, Richard, Lara. Well, now we have Sammy, Croft, Roberts, and I want to tell them a little older than that. Valentine. and Valentine, they do not know that one, okay? Okay, but all it says is that these cricketers made the entire Caribbean proud. Anywhere you went in the world, I remember traveling and I was way out in the wilderness in India. I can never forget that. And I was with a group of, we were on the bus, a group of white people, and I was the only black person there. And a group of children were outside the bus. And I could see that I had caused them some confusion. They were all staring. Yeah, they were all staring at me. And I came out and I started having a conversation with them. And I asked them, one guy said, Miss, where are you from? And I said, could you please guess? Lara. That's all. He was able to associate. So way out in the wilderness of India, cricket spoke, because that is what that child, that's the first baby black person that young man had seen. And he was able to see Lara. And I knew he was associating me with cricket and the West Indies. So I'm saying that to say you have a tremendous bit of work to do. But I know when, in the conversation that we're having within the Cabinet of Ministers, is what process, what it is that we have to do as a government to cause our talented persons to receive the attention that they deserve. How do we support them? Whether it is in football, how do we turn them as pros? And how do we ensure that we improve the quality of life? So I need to tell you that you have a Cabinet of Ministers and you have a Minister of Youth and Sports that is concerned about your development. In another setting, I would like to have the opportunity to have a conversation to know what are your plans as young persons, as cricketers, but as individuals, and what career and how we can support you to develop as human beings. So, as a team, and the name is, it's a strange name, Soufriere Stumpers. So you better go and stamp everybody else. and so it's a strange name, but I wish you well, and I pray that we bring the cup home. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Hippolyte. And at this point, I think the optics are very important. So as we wind down, I'm going to ask the members of our team to come to the front, and our heads of department who are here, we would love if you would join us so we can get what I would like to call the money shot. That's what we're aiming for. So let's put our hands together as we welcome our team and our heads of department. Miss Clement, don't hide away, to the front. There you see it, the discipline, the vitality, the enthusiasm, the optimism. It's all there. We're going to get a great pic for our social media. And while our players are getting organized, let me just say hats off to Mr. Francis, the coach. Ensure that you get your due recognition. And we also want to extend an invitation to everyone to join our activity tomorrow. I think we're ready. Are we ready? Let's have our lovely roses, our lovely female heads of department in the center. Come on, let's show our players some love. That's it, ladies. That's it, ladies. Don't be shy. There you have it, our viewing audience. This is our winning team, SRDF Soufriere Stumpers. They're joined by members of the SRDF, our various heads of department. They will enjoy the full support of the SRDF throughout the tournament. And we said we're celebrating a marriage. So this is a marriage made in heaven, and we know it is going to yield great success, great fruits. Okay, so our social media is still going, but for our people online, let me just tell you, we have so much happening in Soufriere. Soufriere is definitely the place to be. We're not just about sports, we're also about culture, and so we're one of the host communities for Creole Heritage Month, and we have a number of activities coming up. Zeno on Saturday. We have a Cocoa Festival on Sunday that's happening at the Old Trafford Complex. We also have Fête la Marguerite, that is happening on the 17th of October at the Old Trafford Complex. We have our Jeunesse Créole and our Festin Manger on the 21st and the 22nd. That's happening at Fort Saint-Jacques. We have Food, Arts and Crafts Affair. That's happening at Chateau Bel Air on the 28th of October. I think we will have some photos after. We'll just wind down the ceremony because we have our viewers online. So we'll do the photo ops after, gentlemen. So while our team gets their photo up with Miss Hippolyte, let me just tell you, on the 29th of October, you must make your way to the Soufriere Mini Stadium. It will be dubbed La Place Square. Our grand celebration is happening. But also, tomorrow, we have a grand celebration of our football team. So from 4 p.m., you can join us at the Old Trafford Complex, also known as the Soufriere Bus Terminal. We are going to start off our motorcade tomorrow, Friday, the 13th of October. From the bus terminal, we go around the town circuit, and then we're back to the bus terminal for a short recognition ceremony for our Black Heart football champions. So be sure to join us. You can join the motorcade. You can join the ceremony. And so we still have our photo ops going. As I said, we're winding down the ceremony. We're all around. We'll be eating. We'll be mingling. There'll be many opportunities to take photos. So please feel free after to mingle, get your photos. At this point, I would like to say thank you to everyone for having joined us this evening for this short and sweet meet and greet for the SRDF Soufriere Stumpers and members of the management and team of SRDF. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone in here, everyone online, and please do look out for SRDF Soufriere Stumpers. Ensure that you go to the games, get your T-shirts, get your tickets. You can reach out to Soufriere Foundation to get your tickets to support the team, but indeed all the other teams as well. We really must rally around our young people when they pour their energies into positive endeavors. We are with you. We support you. Bravo. Thank you. And good night.